to fulfill their needs. Additional activities depend on your daycare package, such as garden playtime and socialization. Nap time is inevitable for a calm and fulfilled dog. Pickup and drop-offs available.
Looking for amazing food and drinks? Look no further than La Cala Restaurant, located north of the bridge at White Sand Resort. We're open every day to serve you delicious meals and refreshing beverages. Sip on our creative mixed drinks like Cinnamon Glitter Thang, Tipsy Mermaid, or the Frozen Blue Hole, and enjoy ice-cold local beers. Feeling hungry? Dive into our rich, tasty platters and indulge in flavors you love. La Cala is for everyone. Bring family, bring friends, and make every meal memorable. Saturdays is Cornhole Cash, so sign up and win big. Our opening hours is from Monday to Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sundays, 12 noon to 8 p.m. Follow us on Facebook and ask for our specials. Call us at 633-8024 for more information. Find us by following the signs on the road. La Cala, good vibes, great food, unforgettable drinks. From sunrise to sunset, we are for everyone. La Cala Restaurant. Good morning, San Pedro. Good morning, Kikakar. Buenos dias, Buiti Binafi. Bonjour, mi hao. ¿Cómo ça va? Welcome to another edition of Good Morning, San Pedro for today, Wednesday. We're almost culminating the month of October. It's the 29th day of October 2025. We're just 2 more days and we're ending the month of October on Friday. We start a new month on Saturday. But we want to welcome you to another episode of Good Morning San Pedro. I'm trusting that your Wednesday has started on the right foot, right? Thank you very much for joining us this morning and for sharing your morning with us. We're glad to be part of your morning as usual. My name is Elmer Cornejo, sitting in for our good friend Aiden Salazar this morning. And we're going to get straight into it, okay? The time right now, it's 2 minutes after 7 o'clock. And we want to start the show by sharing with you the latest information, updated information with our friends at the National Met Service of Police there in Ladyville. We have the general weather forecast as of 6 a.m. this morning. It says that the general situation calls for a moderate north to northwesterly airflow that will be prevailing. And the 24-hour forecast, sunny with cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated this morning, gradually increasing around the country by this evening. And then activity will gradually decrease tonight and linger mostly offshore. In terms of marine conditions, while the winds will be blowing from the north to northwest at 10 to 20 knots, the sea state is moderate, waves anywhere between 4 to 6 feet. Now temperatures here in the coast, we will be enjoying a maximum temperature of 85 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and a cooler 74 degrees Fahrenheit tonight. Inland, 88 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, 70 degrees Fahrenheit during the night. And then in the hills, 77 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and a cool 65 degrees Fahrenheit at night. As usual, they don't have to be using AC like some of us here on the island. But it appears that today, well, all temperatures across the country, inland, on the coast, in the hills, seem to be bearable, right? Cool. Let's take a look at the outlook. It says generally cloudy skies with isolated showers or periods of light rain are expected for Thursday and Thursday night with the approach of a cold front. Good news there. Then now the tides. There is a high tide that will kick in at 10:31 a.m. this morning and then followed by a low one at 5:01 p.m. this evening. Another high tide comes in at 9:13 p.m. tonight, followed by a low tide tomorrow morning in the wee hours at 3:34 a.m. Today the sun rose at 5:50 a.m. this morning. It will go down at 5:22 p.m. this evening. The moon will rise this afternoon at 12:32 p.m. It will set at 11:59 p.m. tonight. That's the information that was prepared by forecaster on duty, Crystal Rosales, at the National Meteorological Service of Police there in Ladyville. Now we take a look at the 4-day forecast so we can plan out. Let's see, we start off with the day of Thursday. Thursday calls for isolated showers or light rain. The winds blowing from the northwest to 10 to 20 knots. In the coast, temperatures rising to 84 degrees Fahrenheit, falling down to 74 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Inland during the day, 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and then at night, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Now on Friday, fair and cool with little to no rain. The winds will still be blowing from the northwest at 10 to 15 knots this time, and in the coast temperatures will rise to 83 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and 70 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Inland, 85 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and 63 degrees Fahrenheit at night. And then on Saturday, the weekend, fair and cool with little to no rainfall. This time the winds changes a little bit from the north to northwest at 5 to 10 knots. In the coast, 83 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, 70 degrees Fahrenheit during night. Inland, 85 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and 63 degrees Fahrenheit in the night. Closing off the 4-day forecast is Sunday, calling for fair with little to or no rain. And this time again the wind will be changing. It will be blowing from the north to northeast at 5 to 15 knots. In the coast, the temperatures will climax to 88 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and it cools down to 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the night. Inland, 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the day and a cool 66 degrees Fahrenheit in the night. And that's the 4-day forecast with information from our friends at the Met Office of Belize in Ladyville. Thank you very much for the forecaster on duty that has prepared this information for us so we can share it with you. And as you can see, it appears we're going to be enjoying nice weather for the next 5 days, because we're going to include today, right? Today is Wednesday. So it appears that we're going to be having really good weather that will take us all the way to Sunday. Sounds good, right then? I mean, compared to what is happening out there.
Yeah.
Love the weather.
Yeah. Gonna be nice to have it a little cool.
Yep. And so that was the 4-day forecast. Right now we have the information from our friends at the National Hurricane Center. As you know, for the past week and a half, we've been watching Melissa closely as she was stubborn to move across the Caribbean and showing us what her real mission or her real path was. Yesterday, Melissa made a hard impact on Jamaica, and right now it has left Jamaica in disaster, and it's just moving slowly still across the island nation of Cuba. As you can see on the screen where Melissa is, it's on the other side of Cuba right now, according to the National Hurricane Center, as of 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Wednesday, October 29. Melissa has the maximum sustained winds of 90 knots. That's 105 miles per hour. Her minimum central pressure, 968 millibars, and she was located at 20.6 north, 75.7 west, with her movement north-northeast at 12 knots. She's moving 14 miles per hour at last. But alas, Melissa, she did a disaster. I was watching some videos and pictures online on social media. Man, I have some friends in Jamaica, so I, connected with them to see what, how they were, if they need assistance, how ugly this hurricane was. But man, Melissa came down with madness, ripping off, signage on the street, roofs, and there were some pockets where she just destroyed entire houses, swept it flat. Look at that. Torn away. Winds, powerful. Melissa was just mad. Mad. She made landfall yesterday, just between midday and 1. And she just came down with all she had. She reached Jamaica as a Category 5 hurricane with maximum sustained winds of 185 miles per hour. Look at how she just flushes the streets. And one of the things that has, contributed to the flooding in Jamaica was, again, we always speak about climate change and how us as humans, we destroy our very same environment that we, after when weathers like this happens, we want to be safe. But one of the things that happened in Jamaica was the garbage situation. Everybody just dumped their garbage anywhere where there's some bushes, thinking that it's okay, nobody will ever notice, nobody will know, nobody will see. Well, guess what? Melissa saw that, and look at what it did. Because of the garbage situation, drainage were stuck, water could not flow, so the water kept rising and rising, and the more it rose, the more strength it had in current. And that was what made a lot of houses just wash off. Cars, vehicles drowned in the dirty water. They will be inserviceable after this. You imagine how much money was lost? And most of these people have no insurance.
It's in the billions. The Prime Minister was on yesterday of Jamaica.
Yeah. And
saying,
that is just an eyesight of what he thinks is the loss.
yeah, I mean,
Because
it's still
after
too
they
early.
make their post-mortem examination of the entire island, and let me tell you, at first we were saying, it will only be a part of Jamaica that will be severely affected. But let me tell you, according to reports from Reuters, from the National Hurricane Center, from the Weather Channel, from these these sources that we can confide in, that we can trust in, the entire country, the entire nation of Jamaica was affected because Melissa did not make landfall where it was forecasted for her to make landfall. She kept shifting, and she remained on the waters even more than forecasters thought.
Yeah.
And with that, she gained more and more and more strength. Like Aiden was saying yesterday, I believe too that the name Melissa will be retired from any hurricane list in the future.
Yeah, unfortunately, 2 or 3 hospitals were severely damaged. The infrastructure, the road leading into the west part of the island, the big highway, the main highway, has been blocked and damaged, so they're having trouble getting aid to people. They have to go by helicopter or by boat. They can't drive in there until they get the roads repaired. But yeah, it was pretty intense, as you can see as the pictures they're showing us.
I
It was
feel for them,
very
but
intense.
I am really glad that this did not come to Belize, because here in
Oh.
Belize, I'd tell you, my friends, we would be turned back to before 1981.
Before 1900, it would, if it had hit Belize. Thank goodness it didn't. Can you imagine all the buildings that would have been destroyed? How many people would be without homes, especially in the lagoon areas and in San Mateo and all those areas, DFC. Anyone that didn't have a concrete structure would probably be homeless today.
All the shack houses would be
Would be gone.
disappeared from
Yep.
this
100,
place.
160 plus mile an hour winds can do some. Well, look at the damage that's doing.
Yep.
Now, thankfully, we don't have mountains. A lot of this water is coming down from the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's so muddy. A lot of mudslides, a lot of water coming from the mountains.
Do you still have that threat there yet? That's
Yeah, the water's still going to come down from the mountains, over the next few hours. So Jamaica's going to need a lot of international aid.
And I do hope, that the international community would reach out to Jamaica even before the Prime Minister wants to reach out to them, because they...
Well, the U.S. has already offered help, so...
I can't even imagine the amount of assistance that they will need to begin to even, see some sunshine again, some hope.
And it's going to take, tourism is one of their main sources of income. That's going to take a while to come back.
Yeah, I was reading one of the reports yesterday that was speaking about their main source of income, which would be international tourism and agriculture, and unfortunately both of those sectors were severely affected.
Yeah.
People had to cancel their trips. People that were on vacation were trapped there. This will just, doom Jamaica to so many years again. And in terms of their agricultural sector, that will be a lot of work. A lot of livestock was lost, which means a lot of meat will not be available. Protein will be an issue on the island. Man.
Bananas and sugarcane crops were wiped out, which is another one of their...
Flat.
Yeah. Another
Just
source of
flushed out.
income.
You just see the cane fields disappeared.
But yeah, lots of devastation yesterday.
Sad.
And
30...
we don't have any reports on deaths yet. We know 3 so far, pre-hurricane. 3 accidents occurred while people were preparing their homes.
But I wasn't Melissa, directly right before it
No,
made landfall.
that
It was
was
before landfall that these three,
yeah. One guy fell
situations
off
occurred.
one guy fell off a roof. One guy got electrocuted, and I don't know what happened to the third person. But it was
The
just,
third person, I believe, was the tree that fell on
tree fell on him. That's right. Yeah.
yeah.
So just those were people preparing
And
their
then there
homes.
were like 13 more other injuries that was reported before the hurricane made landfall. We haven't heard anything about, any death tolls in terms of
We'll probably get
after
yeah.
Melissa made landfall.
We'll probably get that later today.
More than likely.
But
The entire coastline was swept away,
Yeah.
disappeared in an instant. Houses just, swallowed by the mad waters.
a lot of roofs torn off. You can see the roofs going.
Mhm.
You just
Mhm.
see the power of the wind.
Yesterday, during most of the morning, we thought that Montego Bay would not have been severely affected. But then, when we learned where Melissa was going, there was no way that Montego Bay would, dodge this one.
And now it's headed for Cuba.
And now it's right at Cuba. 250,000 people were evacuated before the storm made landfall, before the storm hit Cuba. Man, but Cuba is another situation, my friends. Cuba, I consider Cuba a very poor country, even though, they don't pay for education, for a lot of things. They live in some really old, centuries old houses. More than likely, these places, these buildings would never ever go through a Category 5 hurricane. Luckily for them, Melissa is not a Category 5 anymore. It was downgraded, I believe, to a Category 3 hurricane, but still with intense strength. 110 miles per hour, I guess, is the sustained winds right then,
Yeah.
or thereabout.
Yeah, I think it's 110. And yes, Cuba is going to have an issue as well because they're basically on the verge of bankruptcy, if you want to put it that way. The government has no money.
Yep.
They have no money to fix their infrastructure. They have no money to fix their electrical grid. Their electrical grid is in severe disrepair right now. Because of the sanctions, they can't get parts. They can't do repairs. They can't maintain it. So there's been rolling blackouts around Cuba
To
for the
me,
past
the
while.
way I see it, they have been, running their government on like just blind eyes, because no hopes for tomorrow, really. And we
Well-
gotta put things into perspective. This is I think Aiden shared this with y'all yesterday that for the past 337 years in a row, Jamaica has been hit with a Category 5 hurricane.
Yeah.
And this Category 5 hurricane has been the strongest ever to hit Jamaica. And even though it has downgraded to a Category 3 hurricane, it is still a dangerous phenomenon that will hit Cuba. And the damage it will do will be unimaginable too. And, I just hope that as much people, I hope everybody could have moved from where the hurricane is to make impact in Cuba, because I have friends again too in Cuba, and I know their living, I know their way of life, I know they can't afford it, and their hurricane shelter is next to zero. So
Yeah. I mean, they can't even afford to feed themselves at this point in time, a lot of them. I mean, food is scarce. There's rationing going on. I mean, it's a communist system, and we all know that communism doesn't work.
mhm.
Cuba's proof of it.
Melissa made her presence known in Cuba early this morning before the sun rose, after mashing Jamaica, and now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that
It's headed for
Melissa
the-
reached Cuba with
Yep.
120 miles per hour winds.
It's over Cuba right now, and it's heading for the Bahamas next. As you can see in the track there,
It has her eyes fixed on the Bahamas too.
Bahamas, but it'll be a little less. They're figuring
And just like
it's-
Jamaica, Dan, Cuba is anticipating, storm surge, flash floodings, landslides, and so, we just have to wait.
Have to wait and see what happens. Probably won't get a lot of reports out of Cuba because not a lot of people have cell phones like in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Now they'll probably get some reports from the major networks that if they've had people there. But again, it's hard because Cuba doesn't allow Americans can't really go to Cuba. But I think we'll probably get some reports out of Guantanamo.
Mm-hmm.
But I know most Cuban people don't have cell phones, and if they do, the internet in Cuba is extremely slow. If you've ever been to Cuba before, it's on like 2G, I think. They only got 2G there, so everything takes forever. So sending out video files is going to be, it's
3 hours after.
3 hour download, yeah. Or 3 hour upload. But yeah, and like I said, not a lot of people. You don't have the YouTubers or the that you do, because it's all government controlled.
And Melissa made fall in Cuba near Santiago de Cuba.
Santiago de Cuba.
That's almost near to Guantanamo Bay too.
Yeah, big tourist area there.
Yep.
So we may get some if any tourists that are there.
I know the U.S. took out some of their tourists that were there. Their people yesterday. They were just flying out people.
They're not supposed to be there.
According to their system.
Well, there's sanctions against Cuba from the U.S. So,
and I do hope that this is a humanitarian crisis. That
yeah,
I really hope
is.
that the government of the U.S. I know they are in a position where they can assist, and I hope they would just turn away everything that has happened in the past and just lend a helping hand in a time of crisis, because these people are human beings when they need our assistance.
Yeah, it's not the people of Cuba; it's the government of Cuba that the U.S. is against. But the problem is, Cuba has a lot of support from Venezuela, which now is not in a good position to do anything because of what the U.S. is doing. And of course Russia, but Russia's involved in the Ukraine war, so they're pretty tight as well with their resources. So I don't know what Cuba's going to do. We'll have to see. We'll have to wait. It's a wait and see thing and see what happens with Cuba. But anyway, there's the track. It's heading up north.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to slowly downgrade as it moves. Once it crosses Cuba, it'll be downgraded to about a category 2 or 3. I think they said possibly a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Might even go down to a tropical storm by the time it hits the Bahamas, or Bermuda, I should say.
But Bahamas can still expect some devastation.
Bahamas can still expect some.
Because, my goodness, Melissa did give us a fright, and she was. I remember when she birthed, we were, here we were talking about it, and we were, wow, this one, I think we're not gonna escape this one, because everything pointed in the direction that it would come somewhere between Central America and the Gulf of Mexico. And so we said, well, we're in the center of that all. And then when, I don't know, Melissa just got crazy.
Well, luckily a jet stream came down and pushed it away from us. We were lucky that.
And that was good news.
Mm-hmm.
That was good news. We knew then that we were in a safer zone.
But it was looking dicey for a while.
Near the,
it was looking dicey
Greater
for a
Antilles.
Yeah.
This will be one for the books, Dan. One to remember.
It already is one for the books. It already is one. Yeah.
This is like Hattie.
It's worse than Hattie.
Because, man.
180 mile an hour gusts of wind. Jeez. That's a lot. I think that's the worst storm on record in the Atlantic, they were saying.
In the Caribbean, I believe it is.
Yeah. It was a record
I'm not too
breaker.
sure if in the Atlantic, but in the Caribbean, yes. In terms of death, I think Mitch did, take a lot more lives. I think Mitch took about 10,000 lives. And well, that's one of the good things right now about Melissa. We've only heard about 3 indirect deaths because of Melissa, but we're still on the waiting to see what the
they'll be coming in
if
later.
any. We're hoping that it's going to be zero, but we've got to wait and see the report
We'll have to wait and see. Yeah.
that will come out. Obviously, it's going to be later on today. But now we know the projected path of Melissa. It's going away. It poses zero threats to Belize right now. There's a cold front coming into Belize, so around our area, so we should be enjoying great weather these days. Our prayers goes out to our friends, our family, our brothers and sisters there in Jamaica, in Bermuda, in Cuba. I know Cuba is one of the close allies, friends of Belize for many years. Every year they send medical brigades, medical missions here to Belize to assist our people. So, we've fomented a really beautiful relationship with the people of Cuba. And more than likely, the government of Belize will be, reaching out with assistance to the Republic of Cuba, and also to our friends in Jamaica. The Prime Minister is on record saying that already, that once the hurricane has passed and there is, that good timing to reach out, then we're going to reach out as a government to Jamaica to lend a helping hand. So we'll see what that assistance will spell out and look like shortly. More than likely, the government will send out a press release with the information, and then we'll be in a position to share that information with you. It is 28 minutes after 7 o'clock, Dan. I know we've spoken a lot in the first segment, but we had to, it's something that we had to share with you all. But now we want to take the time out to wish everybody celebrating their birthdays today a happy birthday. Hoping that you have a fantastic one. We want to send shout out going out to Maisie Montejo, celebrating her birthday today. She celebrates 13 years of life. Happy birthday to you. This one coming to you from your mom, Maria Montejo, and your dad, Eli Montejo, wishing you a happy birthday. And to each one of you out there celebrating your birthday too, we want to take time to wish you a happy birthday from all of us here at Reef Radio and Reef Television. As usual, we have Las Mañanitas for you.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos todos cumpleaños feliz.
There you go. That was Las Mañanitas. For all of you all celebrating your birthday today, we want to wish you a happy birthday. Make sure that on your birthday, I always give this advice: do something nice to somebody that you don't know. Why? Because you're starting a new chapter, and that is a way of giving back to the universe, saying thank you for allowing me to, reach another milestone in life. So enjoy your birthday, right, friends? It's right now 31 minutes after 7 in the morning. We gotta take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we will be continuing with more of Good Morning San Pedro. Do not go away.
Castillo's Do It Best Hardware on Pescador Drive, we give you the best value for all your construction needs in San Pedro. From electrical to paint, to plumbing, to household appliances, we offer a wide array of modern and stylish designs for your home or office. Thinking of changing your look this year? Visit Castillo's Hardware. Our new computerized paint matching system is able to mix paint to match any color, offering you unequal convenience. Just choose any of our high-quality do-it-best indoor or outdoor paints, and our trained paint specialists will scan the color and mix the paint on the spot, bringing your color to life. Details matter, and we do it best at Castillo's Hardware.
Make Atlantic Insurance a part of your travel plans when traveling to Chetumal, Cancun, Merida, or anywhere in Mexico. Whether it's for vacation, to conduct business, or just relaxation, you can purchase a minimum of 1 day or any number of days desired up to 1 year. Atlantic Insurance offers certified and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance. Insuring you from life's unexpected.
Someplace South Coffee Bar serves you delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with your favorite drinks, cocktails, and 2-for-1 on mimosas all day long. Friday nights are steak nights at Someplace South, offering surf and turf, filet mignon, and USDA ribeye. Accompany your meals with our California wines made by Belizean winemaker Joseph Smith. For reservations, call us at 628-5373 or email us at someplacesouthcafebar@yahoo.com. We are located on the South Road, half a mile past the Victoria House. Our entertainment for Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays include Coconut Trio, Dennis Wolf, and Valentino. When in San Pedro, Someplace South is a must.
Welcome to Caribbean Sprinter. We're honored to be your water transportation choice in Belize. Caribbean Sprinter is the fastest, most reliable water transport in the country. Our ferries are equipped with everything you'll need for your island hopping adventures, local transport, and vacation needs. We're proud to have the most advanced ticketing and reservation system in the country. We offer multiple sailings daily between Belize City, Key Cocker, and San Pedro. Our checked luggage tracking system allows you to rest at ease and enjoy the beautiful views during your journey. We take pride in maintaining and servicing our vessels to make sure we're always on time and ready for your next trip. Once again, thank you for choosing Caribbean Sprinter and welcome aboard. We look forward to your next voyage with us.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
And welcome back to the conversation right here on Good Morning San Pedro. And we want to say thank you very much for making us part of your morning there in Kikaker. How are you doing there for Hortensio Pot? A pleasant good morning to you. Hoping you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Thanks for joining us this morning. To our friends here in San Pedro, there in San Mateo, across the bridge, they're up more up north. I know our good friend Moose always listens in even through the radio, and as long as the radio is not working, he calls in to say, "Hey, we're gone, and que paso, que paso." So good morning to the Moose. Thank you always for making us part of your morning. And to our friends there also in Boca del Rio, hello, San Juan, San Pablo, San Mateo, the DFC area, the Ely subdivision, they're over by the marina, Mosquito Coast. Good morning to you. Thank you very much. Wherever you're at listening or watching us, have yourselves a great Wednesday, and thank you for making us part of your morning. Before the break, we were talking about Hurricane Melissa and her devastation across the island nation of Jamaica and making landfall again for a second time after leaving Jamaica in destruction, making landfall in Cuba. We were speaking about, all the things that, she is able to do to Cuba because of the systematic way that Cuba is run by a communist government, which simply means it's not a nice place to live, especially if you don't have the means. And when emergency situations like this happens, a hurricane happens, boy, I tell you, I wouldn't want to be in their shoe. Earlier this morning, I was watching how a pregnant mother was walking through this broken house with a sponge mattress in hand, obviously trying to figure out where she can go and weather the storm. But man, it's going to be a sad situation after Melissa leaves Cuba,
Yeah. There's some images coming out of Cuba. This is before the hurricane. This looks like Havana, though. So this is not where it was forecast to hit. This is more on the northwestern side of the island. But yeah, that looks like Havana. But a lot of rain. But they're preparing.
And that is what is not good, because it will cause mudslides.
Yeah.
More so if the soil gets so soaked.
Lots of wind. So we'll get reports later coming out from Cuba, probably. But yeah, look at that wind. People getting prepared.
And people are trying to, get as ready as they can with whatever means they have. Obviously, in Cuba, not everybody lives the same life, right? Obviously, there is
You got the urban areas, and then you've got the rural areas. And the rural areas, which is where it's going to hit, are going to be hit hard.
And they're the one that will suffer the consequences.
Yeah.
Because these are the people who, literally don't have even to eat. I have friends who have gone to Cuba to study then.
Mm-hmm.
And they speak about their experience. They're like, you complain about you get stale bread at the shop.
Oh yeah,
you don't know what stale bread is.
It's not a good system. I mean, communism, wherever it's been tried, has never worked. I don't know if a lot of people know Chippy, that used to run Transylvania Tech down here. He's since left the island.
He's left already.
Chippy came from Romania, which was a communist country, and he said, "You do not want to live in a communist country." He said, he says the reason that people are all for it is because they've never lived it. He says it's horrible. It's not a good system. He says he's so glad he got out of it. But I've had several long conversations with him about living in a communist society, and it does not sound good. The government controls everything. You can't speak out against the government. Everything's rationed. If you want something like a TV, they're not good quality, and you get the choice of this one or that one. That's it. You get two brands to choose from, the big one and the small one, and that's it. There's no big choice. There's no choice. You have no choice. You have no rights. He said it's horrible living under a communist regime. So, not a good system. So there we go. And it looks like New York's going that way.
I know, right?
Yes.
It's just, it's a sad situation for our friends there, though. And we will be having them in our prayers because they need us more than ever right now. They really are in a worse situation more than Jamaica because of, just the way that their means of living.
Their means of living, the sanctions against them, a lot of sanctions.
And then after this, for real, after this storm has passed through them, after Melissa has wiped out whatever they have, it's going to be a difficult task for them to get assistance from the international community because, like we were saying before the break, well, the U.S. is not happy with them. They're getting help from Venezuela, which poses them in a situation.
Yeah, Maduro's on the run right now. He's in hiding. So I don't know how much they're going to do for them. And Venezuela's got its own problems. I mean, they have no food either.
And I'm getting here that the first rescue team has already been out to rescue some people in South Cuba as one of their rivers has overflown. So it's overflooded and they need some help. So some people have gone to their rescue. Wow. See, and that is because the worst has not yet happened. 735,000 people were evacuated from where the hurricane was supposed to make landfall.
Yeah.
So that just tells you the magnitude of how many people can actually be seriously in dire need after Melissa leaves Cuba.
If I could find something here.
It's a lot of people, Dan. That's more than the entire country of Belize.
I'm just looking for some images here. Oh, I found some. It's phone shot. It's phone stuff. But there's some images coming out. Santiago de Cuba. There's the river that's...
The accurate information is that Melissa made landfall in the southeastern coast of Cuba near the town of Chivirico in the province of Santiago de Cuba early this morning. And it struck as a Category 3 hurricane with maximum sustained winds around 120 miles per hour, which basically means around 195 kilometers per hour. So imagine how that is still strong wind,
Yeah, 10 to 20 inches of rain.
And like I was saying, hundreds of thousands of people were ordered out of vulnerable areas, and reports indicate that around 735,000 people actually evacuated before the storm in 6 provinces, including Granma, Santiago de Cuba, Guantánamo, Holguín, Las Tunas, and Camagüey. The storm is expected to bring flash flooding, landslides, and storm surge levels up to 12 feet in parts of eastern Cuba. And the system continues to move northeast, still posing life-threatening conditions for Cuba as it loses strength but remains dangerous.
And all those places you mentioned are tourist areas, which Cuba depends on for their survival.
Yep.
They depend on tourism. That's their number one income.
And even though Belize is not under threat from this storm anymore, my friends, you know, the entire region is still watching because we belong to the same circle, you know, we belong to the same part of the world. So we always look, you know,
Well,
we're
they're right-
brothers keepers.
They're right across from us. You go kayaking out the reef and you'll hit Cuba eventually. You go straight.
And like I said, Belize will be tying out their humanitarian efforts response to Cuba and Jamaica shortly. We'll be hearing from the government of Belize either later today or tomorrow to see, you know, how best we can assist. Wow. It's just incredible, you know, like every year, like I don't know, for me, like every year now I see like hurricanes are getting more intensified with more strength, with more winds, with more rain, more power. Look at Melissa, perfect example. She was adamant in staying over the Caribbean Sea's waters because of the warm waters.
Yeah, the waters were a little warmer,
And
so
yet
it
we
built
still
up.
don't pay attention to climate change.
Well,
If we don't, and here in, let me just tie this down to something local here in San Pedro then. I understand that there needs to be development for employment, you know, for the economic growth of San Pedro or of Belize. But every time you cut down a mangrove, you're asking for a hurricane to come our way and destroy us totally. And you know how much mangroves has been cut down already, Dan? You know how much?
I don't know. Tell me.
Back in the day, and there's photos and images to back this up. Back in the day, San Pedro was surrounded by mangroves. Now, it's surrounded by cement buildings, by docks that are sometimes even locked off from public access.
Hey, you
Cement
can't do that.
seawalls.
Yeah.
And science has shown that seawalls don't work. They're not healthy. In fact, they contribute to erosion. We're in 2025 now, and I can tell you that we don't see mangroves as we used to before. It's not the same anymore here in San Pedro, nor is in the same happens in Kikaker because of development. Soon Kikaker will no longer be the slow village island anymore.
No. Well, you
It
know.
will soon be like San Pedro.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, once if they pave the streets, that's the first sign. That's the nice thing about Kikaker, all the streets are still sand. I'm sure that's inconvenient for a lot of people. But once those streets get paved, that's your first indicator that things are developing.
Mm-hmm.
But Kikaker, it's nice that it is like that, the way it is. It's a little slower pace than San Pedro.
Yeah.
And it's nice to, it's nice to go to Kikaker for the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the island every once in a while. It's nice and
Yeah.
close. It's 20 minutes by Caribbean Sprinter.
Uh-huh.
And, sometimes I'll take the weekend, go over there, have lunch, and come back.
I know, right?
Yeah. Take a walk around. You can walk around it in like 10 minutes. Well, maybe not 10, maybe 20.
Yeah. Kikaker.
It's a unique
different
little
feel
place.
as you get off the boat.
What's that?
It's a different feel as you get off the boat. You feel different. You feel just settled, like just I don't know. Feels
It's
good.
a little bit slower pace. You don't have the traffic that we do. You're not dodging golf carts when you step out of a store. You step out of the store next door and you got to watch out for golf carts coming to take you out with your lunch.
I know.
So and you know the traffic here is it's always moving.
All right, my friends. The time is now 8 minutes away from 8 o'clock. But then I sent you a short video.
You did?
Is it possible for you to pull that up? It's for
Well, why don't we take a quick break and then I'll.
Okay, sure. Let's do this commercial break and then we come back and we speak about this. Don't go away. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
It's an massive season with massive deals and rewards at Penny's. From now through December 31st, earn double B-Bucks on store-wide purchasing every Saturday. That's right, 2 times the B-Bucks, which means 2 times the cash back when shopping at Penny's. Plus, get even more rewards with B-Bucks Builders on home goods, tiles, appliances, paints, and lights. And don't forget, there's also massive deals and discounts on tiles and the best brands in paints like Benjamin Moore and BH. Rewards, deals, B-Bucks. You can get it all this massive season only at Penny's. Quality and savings.
Whoa. We don't use it around here. I have my own bag.
Where can I get one of those?
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open-air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Malaysian singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, San Pedro, Belize.
Pro FC returns to the island of San Pedro after 6 years to deliver the biggest card in Pro FC history as 2 titles are at stake. Lightweight champion Raheem Lamed defends his belt against the #1 contender Marvin Mundo in the much-anticipated rematch, and undefeated Eldrin Simon faces UCC featherweight champion Alexander Rocha for the vacant Pro FC featherweight belt. The Belizean prodigy Jalen Paris makes his professional MMA debut, plus 13 exciting international MMA bouts. General admission tickets are only $50 and VIP tickets are $200. Tickets are available at Hell Life in San Pedro. On Saturday, November 15th, Pro FC Fighting Championship presents Pro FC 19, Lembe versus Mundo 2. Live from the Angel Nunes Auditorium in La Isla Bonita, San Pedro. Exclusively on TNC. Platinum sponsors, Quiz Distillery Limited and Prince Island, San Pedro. Diamond sponsor, Alaya Belize.
Welcome back to Good Morning San Pedro. We've got a few minutes more before 8 o'clock strikes here to close off the program. But before we do that, we wanted to share just a glimpse of what World Diabetes is going to be right here on San Pedro. The entire country will be coming, to celebrate. All those who support this movement will be coming here to San Pedro to celebrate World Diabetes Day on November 14. And for that, we have this short video to share with you from the founder of the People Diabetes Foundation here in Belize. We've got that video right then. We have that for you, and here is that short message from all of them who work at that office.
November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and November 14 is World Diabetes Day.
Join us in San Pedro and Barquisimeto this November 14 for Awareness Walk and Free Health Fair, starting at Boca del Rio Park 9 a.m. sharp and ending at Boca del Rio Park. Come be part of the human circle.
Our health fair includes health and wellness checks, educational information, and support. There will be a raffle with 10 chances to win. Team poster design t-shirt in dry fit and cotton. Wear it proudly.
Whether you are living with diabetes, at risk, know someone living with diabetes, or simply want to give a voice to diabetes, join us in San Pedro.
We are the People's Diabetes Foundation. Let's take steps to a healthier you, saving Belize one finger stick at a time. See you there.
Exercise every day, eat healthy every day. Keep it
And as you can see, my friends, that is the staff there at the Diabetes Foundation is very small, but their work is very big. And they're coming to San Pedro in order to make, the movement bigger and better. Last year, I believe they were in, I want to say Cayo. I think it was in Cayo, if not Punta Gorda. But every year they go to different parts of Belize to celebrate World Diabetes Day. And they normally end their event by making what they call the human circle, where everybody who is there at the event, they come together and they make this huge circle in commemoration of World Diabetes Day, which is celebrated every year on the 14th of November. And this time, it's time that we shine a spotlight on diabetes, which is actually a very challenging situation here in Belize. And just in case you didn't know, here in Belize, according to statistics, according to information from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, it's about 14.1% of adults between the ages of 20 and 79 years that are estimated to be living with diabetes. And that's a lot of people. If you put into perspective, let's say 400,000 persons living in Belizeans, then 40.1% of that entire, population is somehow affected by diabetes, which simply means there's a lot of work to be done. So you can reach out to them. We're going to be posting their flyer on our Facebook page, so you can get more information about them, and you can reach out to them if you want to support. But we wanted to make sure that we do our part also as community radio, because we're here to also assist our people, and we want to also shine light in terms of the importance of what diabetes is and what it plays in terms of our people here in San Pedro. And that brings us to the end of Good Morning San Pedro. We have anything else to close off that?
Yes, we got one more thing. The Vampire Squad is back.
The what?
The Vampire Squad.
Oh, the Vampire Squad.
They want your blood.
You got me on that one. Yes, November. That's on November 1st, right?
Yeah, November
1st, a blood drive. Again, it happens at the Dr. Otto Rodriguez Polyclinic between the hours of 8 in the morning and 2:30 p.m. You can call into those numbers that you see on screen to make an appointment. The earlier you come, the better for the entire team and the better for you too, because after drawing blood, you normally need to take some rest. So if you can reach out to them using those numbers on the screen, it will be very helpful. And I want you to remember that every time you donate blood, it's not you just giving away your blood, it's you actually saving someone's life, which makes you a hero. And this is from the San Pedro community blood drive. So there you have it. Now it's safe to close off, right, Dan?
Now you can close the show. Close the door.
We will invite you for Thursday morning's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. My friends, stay connected with us on 92.3 FM Reef Radio for great music, and on Channel 20 Reef Television on Coral Cable Vision for wonderful programming. At 11 comes up the newscast with our good friend Derek Tyler. He has the update of all the information happening around our country, including the, what has happened with Melissa and what's going to happen with Melissa. That happens at 11 in the morning, at 12, at 1, at 2. And I guess that would be it for us. Thank you very much for making us part of your morning. This was Good Morning San Pedro.
Every day, we access energy for cooling, lighting, and powering our electrical appliances and devices at work and at home. During cooler months, we rely less on cooling appliances such as fans and air conditioners. However, during warmer months, as the temperature and humidity rises, we use more energy to cool our spaces, and our appliances and electrical devices work harder than they do during the rest of the year. When the months become hotter, let's all practice energy conservation. Here are a few changes that you can make to manage your energy use. Check that all appliances and electrical devices are working efficiently. Turn lights off when not in the room. Unplug chargers, appliances when not in use. Turn off fans and TVs. Use energy-saving light bulbs such as LEDs. And look for the Energy Star products when purchasing appliances and electrical devices. These easy changes can reduce energy use and costs. You can also monitor your energy use during the month by reading your meter and calculating the reading using BEL's bill calculator on our mobile app or by visiting our website. Let's all save energy.
Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines. We offer daycare and boarding services with playtime and multiple beach park walks designed to have your dogs socialize and fulfilled. Pickups and drop-offs available. Grooming. Complete grooming services include bath, trim, nail, and ear cleaning. Results that will take your breath away. We also do house calls. Beach Power Walks, a 2-mile structured park walk designed to mentally and physically stimulate your companion. Don't forget our hands-on professional dog training services to make your dog a better